Hey everyone, it's Son of Sandslash, the guy who does nothing but play random battles, with my second video of the series. Once again, I have to dig myself out of an enormous hole due to nothing but my own boneheaded mistakes. It's like high school all over again. Well, anyways, enough reminiscing, let's get to the game. So we begin here with the Battle of the Crustaceans. As he's got Crawdon, I've got Crustal. I decide to stay in and use Stealth Rock, even though he's probably got a type advantage. Then I go ahead and make the switch to Tapu Fini, who has a real type advantage over Crawdon. He Dragon Dances and decides to stay in rather than switching out. I hit him with the Moonblast and he's sashed, probably why he stayed in. He hits me with the Crab Hammer, expecting to finish me off. It doesn't do so. I thought it might as well. He sends out Corsola, and then I, expecting a Stealth Rock, taunt him. Then I go ahead and switch to Wobbuffet so that I can go ahead and use that taunt, chain it into an Encore, and utilize that to take out Corsola with a series of 2 Mirror Coats. Wobbuffet can be a tough one to use in randoms. You almost have to wait for a Pokemon with a choice item, but in this case I had a Pokemon that was locked into using an attack move anyway. So he sends out Salazzle, and Salazzle's difficult. This is a difficult matchup for Wobbuffet. Usually when you use Encore, you're trying to trap a Pokemon into either using a status move that doesn't really do well when it's repeated, or an attack move that you can then hit him back with. But things are complicated due to Salazzle's corrosion, meaning that there isn't really anyone on my team who's immune to poison, so instead I send out Tapu Fini, who has Misty Terrain, who can make any Pokemon immune to poison. So I go ahead and switch out just to save Tapu Fini. I switch in Jolteon, and at this point, I kind of realized that Salazzle is a really bad matchup for my team, since Tapu Fini is at such low HP. So what I do is I Dynamax just to make absolute sure that I'm taking Salazzle out. He protects, which gives me a free but small shot, though he does make me waste a turn. And I go ahead and follow up with another Max Lightning just to make sure that he is dead and gone. So then he sends out Rotom, and I just decide to use Max Strike here, but he switches in Scissor, who resists it. I decide I want to keep my Jolteon, so I go ahead and send in Crustal, who's basically fodder at this point, and he serves as such. So now I make a big mistake and I send out Wobbuffet, thinking I can trap him into something. Now he uses Nasty Plot, and as soon as I Encore, I realize that he's probably going to Dynamax, which renders the Encore useless. So I stay in, thinking I'm just going to sacrifice Wobbuffet. But smartly, he takes advantage of the situation and maxes out his special attack and takes out my Wobbuffet. And so now I'm in a bit of a pickle. And so what I do is I send out Jolteon, get a little shot with Volt Switch, and we're just going to send out Tapu Fini as fodder here. And he gets taken out. Then, next turn, we send out Jolteon, and this time Jolteon's going to be fodder. We use Hyper Voice, which is our most powerful move at this juncture, and he takes me out with a Hailstorm. But now we can send out our real revenge killer, and that's Durant, and use Superpower. And we do. Luck out a little bit. And then he's going to go ahead and send in Bayware. And with Durant being weakened like he is by his Superpower, I don't like that matchup, so I send in Metagross to take the hit. Metagross does outspeed Bayware, and he makes a mistake here by switching into Scissor. I use Earthquake because Bayware's ability makes Meteor Mash much less powerful. And so now I can 2-shot Scissor with Earthquake, whereas I would not have been able to do that with Meteor Mash. So now he resends out Bayware. I just use Earthquake again, get as much damage as I can. Down goes Metagross to a Darkest Lariat. Now it comes down to Durant and Superpower. Can I hit it again? I do. That 80% really coming through for me. Thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe if you so please, and I'll catch you next time.